Dear students, in this lecture video, we studied about the continuation of substation equipment. Under substation equipment, we studied reactors, capacitors, bus bars, high voltage disconnect switches and voltage regulators. First, we studied about the reactors. The reactors is nothing but an inductor wired between the power source and a load. That means in large capacity installation, short circuit currents can attain such high values that unless the certain means are used to limit them, it becomes very difficult for the electrical equipment installed to withstand such high current levels. For these purposes, auxiliary inductive devices are used in the substation, which is known as reactors, and the reactors are introduced in each phase of the given installation. The reactors can be shunt reactors and series reactors. The shunt reactors are used in an extra high voltage substation to neutralize inductive reactance in long extra high voltage transmission lines. The shunt reactor is an absorber of the reactive power, thus increasing the energy efficiency of the power system. Series reactors are used to limit the short circuit current and to limit the current surges associated with fluctuating loads. The series reactors are located at the strategic location such that the fault levels are reduced. The shunt reactors can be directly connected to the power line or to a tertiary winding of the 3-winding transformer. The reactors are used to limit the short circuit current to a safer value, which prevents the connected equipment like circuit breaker, transformer, etc. And also it is used to protect the device from overheating and from failure due to destructive mechanical forces. The reactors permit the installation of circuit breakers of lower rating. The reactors which is used to permit the installation of circuit breakers of lower rating. The reactors are also used for the power factor corrections in the substations. The reactors are also act as sources or sinks of the reactive power in the substation. Now you see the graphical representation of reactors. I already told the reactors are introduced in each phase of the given installation. You see, this is the R phase, Y phase and B phase. The next, capacitors. The capacitor bank or the capacitors are used to control the level of the voltage supplied to the customer by reducing or determining the voltage drop in the system caused by the inductive reactive loads. The capacitor bank is a set of many identical capacitors which are connected in series or parallel within a enclosure and is used for the power factor correction and basic protection of substation and maintaining the power factor and power factor correction of power lag problems. The capacitor banks act as a source of the reactive power. The phase difference between the voltage and current can be reduced by the capacitor banks. The capacitor bank will increase the ripple current capacity of the power supply. It is used to avoid the undesirable characteristics in the power system. The shunt capacitors are used for compensating reactive power of the lagging power factor, for improving the power factor, for voltage control during heavy lagging power factor loads. The shunt capacitors are located at the receiving stations and distribution substations. Shunt capacitors are switched in during heavy loads and switched off during low loads. The series capacitor also used for some long extra high voltage AC lines to improve power transferability. The capacitors, that is the series capacitors, are located at the sending end or the receiving end of the transmission lines. The series capacitor are also provided with bypass circuit breaker and protective spark gaps. Now you see the graphical representation of the capacitor bank. Okay, so the capacitor banks are connected in each phase of the substation equipment. This is the R phase, Y phase and B phase. The next substation equipment is bus bar. The bus bar is nothing but the conductor carrying electric current, then which is used in the electrical power distribution, and then the bus bar is nothing but a electrical power distribution referred to thick strips of copper or aluminium that conduct electricity within the substation. The size of the bus bar is important in determining the maximum amount of the current that can be safely carried. The bus bar should be able to carry the expected maximum load current without exceeding the temperature limit. The capacity of the bus should be checked for maximum temperature under short circuit conditions. The different types of bus bars, namely single bus bar with sectionalizer, and main and transfer bus, double bus bar with double breaker scheme and mesh scheme are used in the substation in accordance with the safety and reliability considerations. The air, aluminium or the copper conductors supported on porcelain insulators carry the electric energy from point to point. In the switchyard or substation, the bus bars are open to the air. Now we see the graphical representation of the bus bar. I already told this is the bus bars, 3 bus bars. So the bus bar is nothing but electrical power distribution. That means to thick strip of copper. You see, thick strip of copper or aluminium that conduct electricity within the substation. The next substation equipment is high voltage disconnect switches. The high voltage disconnect switches is nothing but the isolate switches, that is isolating switches only. The purpose of disconnect switches is to isolate the equipment. That means the high voltage disconnect switches are used to disconnect the electrical equipment from the power lines which supply the equipment. Ordinarily, the disconnect switches are not operated when the current is flowing through them. They are opened mainly to isolate equipment from power lines for safety purposes. Most of the disconnected switches are the air brake type, which is similar in the construction of knife switches. These disconnect switches are available for indoor or outdoor substations used in both manual and motor operated designs. The disconnected switches are not used to interrupt circuits. They are no-load devices. The function of disconnect switches is conjunction with the circuit breaker is which interrupt the flow of electricity along the circuit when the current exceeds the circuit capacity. So therefore the main function of the high voltage disconnect switch is to disconnect the electrical equipment from the power lines when the supply equipment, that means current exceed the circuit's capacity. Now you see the image of the high voltage disconnect switches. You see, this is the one of the type of the switches, on and off mode. This is the another type of the high voltage disconnected switches. This is the high voltage switches, that means the moving rod and then fixed rod. The moving rod in the shape of the fingers. These are the graphical representation of different disconnected switches which are used in the substation. The last substation equipment is voltage regulators. The voltage regulators are an important part of the power distribution system. The voltage regulators are used to maintain the voltage levels at the proper value, as a constant voltage must be maintained in order for electrical equipment to function properly. On a large scale in the distribution substations, voltage regulators and transformers with an on-load tap changing automatically try to regulate the supply voltage. The substation regulators are the one of the primary means that, along with the load tap changing power transformers, shunt capacitors and distribution line regulators for maintaining the proper level of voltage at a consumer's service entrance. So therefore the voltage regulators can be bound both at the substation and out on the distribution lines to help the maintaining the constant voltage level along the entire feeder. It's mainly used on the extra long distribution feeders. The voltage regulators can be used to raise or lower the voltage on the distribution line to provide more or less constant voltage as the amount of the load on the line changes. Now you see the image of the voltage regulators. That is a graphical representation of the voltage regulators. See, this is the voltage regulators which are used in the substation. This is the another images of the voltage regulators. Students, I hope that in this lecture video we studied about the voltage regulators, bus bars, disconnected switches, high voltage reactors, capacitors. The all are is nothing but the protective devices which are used to protect the substation equipments. Thank you student for watching this video.